talk to you tonight about something almost nobody does, that costs almost nothing, that produces almost everything. Getting up earlier than the people you compete with. That's the whole thing. Not a system, not a philosophy, not a program you order in the mail. Just set your alarm earlier than they set theirs and use those extra hours for something that matters. Now, some of you sitting here tonight are looking at me like, that's it. That's what you got up here to tell me. Yeah, that's it. And the reason it's still worth telling is that almost nobody does it. You want to know why some folks build something extraordinary while working a regular job, and the guy sitting next to them at the same job builds nothing? 9 times out of 10, one of them was up at 5:30 in the morning, and the other was up at 7:30. That's the whole difference. 2 hours every day for years. And let me put it to you this way. The people you're competing with, for the job, for the promotion, for the life you want, most of them are still asleep at 6 in the morning. They will not be up for another hour and a half. Some of them will not be up for 2.5 hours. All that time belongs to you if you want to claim it. Nobody's fighting you for the hours between 5 and 7 in the morning. Nobody. The world is quiet. The phone doesn't ring. The mail hasn't come. Nobody wants anything from you. The most peaceful, most useful stretch of time available to a working adult is sitting there every morning, and almost nobody takes it. Tonight, I want to walk you through why this matters and what to do with those hours once you've got them. Because getting up early by itself doesn't do much. What you do in that time is the whole ball game. And I've got a story about a fella named Bill Roland that I'll tell you before we're done. Because Bill figured this out the hard way, and what he learned changed his life. Now, before we go any further, let me put some real numbers on this so you can see what we're talking about. Say you get up at 5:30 every morning. Say you go to work at 8. That gives you 2.5 hours before the workday. Take out half an hour for coffee, breakfast, getting dressed. You've got 2 hours of useful time every single morning. 2 hours a day, 5 days a week is 10 hours. 50 weeks a year is 500 hours. 10 years of that is 5,000 hours. 5,000 hours. Think about what a person could do with 5,000 hours. That's enough time to become good at just about anything. Write books, learn a whole trade, build a business on the side. Turn yourself into somebody the you of 10 years ago would not recognize. Now, here's what's funny. Almost none of the folks around you are doing anything with those hours. They're asleep. 20 years ago, they were asleep. 20 years from now, they'll still be asleep. And the whole time, those hours were available to them, too. They just never claimed any of them. I want you to hear me on this. The gap between the people who build a life and the people who don't, a big part of it is those early hours. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not who you know. It's whether you were up when the world was quiet and what you did with the quiet. You cannot get those hours back later. You can't. The hours you spent sleeping past 6 in the morning for the last 10 years are gone. They will not come back. The next 10 years of hours are still available. That's it. That's the offer. And listen, I'm not talking about being a hero. I'm not asking you to get up at 4 in the morning. I'm asking you to get up when the sun is coming up, which is what people did for about 10,000 years before somebody invented the snooze button. That's the whole request. So let me tell you what to actually do with this. First thing you need to understand, those early hours are not just extra hours, they are better hours. You know why? Nobody's calling you. Nobody's stopping by. The kids aren't up. The dog isn't barking. Your mind is fresh. You haven't spent it yet on the 20 little decisions of the morning. You can think. You can actually think. Try to think at 3 in the afternoon. Try to write something at 3 in the afternoon. Try to solve a hard problem at 3 in the afternoon. You cannot do it. Not the same way. By 3 in the afternoon, your head has been through the ringer. Meetings, interruptions. Somebody asked you 5 questions you didn't want to answer. Your energy is spent. Your focus is chewed up. An hour at 6 in the morning is worth 2 hours at 3 in the afternoon. I'm telling you, I have watched this in my own life, and in the lives of just about everybody I know who's ever built anything. The morning hour is worth more than the afternoon hour. It just is. And the reason nobody knows this is that they've never actually tried the morning hour. They only know the afternoon hour. And the afternoon hour tells them, work is hard, work is slow, work drains me. Because it does in the afternoon when you're already spent. The morning hour tells you something different. The morning hour says, here I am, fresh, quiet, all yours. What do you want to do? Most folks never hear that voice because they're still asleep when it's talking. Now here's where most folks who try this fall on their face. They hear what I just told you, and they go home and set the alarm for 5:30, and they stay up until midnight watching TV, and they get up at 5:30 exhausted, and by the third day, they've quit. I'm going to tell you a secret. Waking up early isn't the trick. Going to bed early is the trick. You cannot get up at 5:30 in the morning if you went to bed at midnight. Well, you can, once, twice maybe. Not for a year, not for 10 years, not for the rest of your life. The body will not cooperate. The willpower will not cooperate. You will quit, and you will feel bad about quitting. And you'll tell yourself, early rising is not for you. Early rising is for you. Your body was built to get up when the sun comes up. What you have not done is give your body permission to go to sleep when the sun goes down, or close to it. 9:30, 10 at the latest, that's your bedtime. Some of you are laughing at me. 9:30? What am I supposed to do with the evening? I'll tell you what you're supposed to do with the evening. You're supposed to end it earlier. The 3 hours of television between 9 and midnight, you're not going to miss them. I promise you. Those 3 hours are worth almost nothing. The 2 hours you're going to gain in the morning are worth almost everything. You're trading 3 hours of tired evening time when you're already half dead for 2 hours of sharp morning time when your mind is at its best. That's the trade. It's a good trade. It's the best trade you're ever going to get in your whole life on a swap of hours. But you have to make the trade. You cannot get the morning without giving up the evening. There's no way around it. The people who try to keep the evening and add the morning quit within a month, they have to because they're not sleeping. So the discipline you're looking at isn't really a get up early discipline. It's a go to bed early discipline. Fix the bedtime and the waking up takes care of itself. Try to fix the waking up without touching the bedtime and you're wasting your time. Now let me tell you about Bill Roland. Bill was a fella I knew years ago. Sold insurance, had a wife named Doris, 2 kids, a house on a nice street. Nothing fancy about Bill, nothing to look at twice. He was, by every measure, an average American middle-class man in his late 30s. Except Bill had read somewhere in some book or magazine that successful people got up early. So Bill decided to become an early riser. Set the alarm for 5 in the morning, bought a coffee maker with a timer, the whole 9 yards. For 6 months, Bill got up at 5 in the morning every day. Rain or shine, weekday or weekend. He was religious about it. You want to know what he had to show for it after 6 months? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. His life looked exactly the same. His income was the same. He hadn't lost weight. He hadn't gained skills. He hadn't started anything new. He was just up earlier. Here's what Bill was doing with all those early hours. He was making coffee. He was reading the paper. He was making another cup of coffee. He was taking a walk around the block. He was watching the sun come up. He was going back inside and reading more of the paper. He was doing crosswords. By the time everybody else got up, Bill had been at it for 2 solid hours and had built exactly 0 of anything. Now Bill had a friend named Marv. Marv was one of these guys who could see through you like a plate glass window. And one Saturday, Marv was over at Bill's house. Marv said, "Bill, I hear you've been getting up at 5 in the morning." Bill said, "Yeah, 6 months now." Marv said, "What are you doing with the time?" Bill said, "Oh, I read, I take a walk, I get a jump on the day." Marv looked at him and said, "Bill, a jump on what?" Bill said, "Well, you know, just a jump." Marv said, "Bill, what have you been telling everybody for the last 10 years you were going to do as soon as you had time?" Bill knew right away. He'd been talking about writing a novel since he was 28 years old. He had the whole thing in his head. He'd tell people at cocktail parties. He had characters. He had a plot. He had a title. What he did not have was a book or any part of a book, because he had never sat down and written any of it. Now, Bill had 2 hours every morning, and he was spending them on crosswords. Marv said, "Bill, go home, get out a legal pad, and starting Monday morning, from 5 to 6:30, you write. Not coffee first, not the paper, not the walk, just the pad. 90 minutes on the pad, every single morning." Bill went home, bought a stack of legal pads at the drugstore. Monday morning, the alarm went off at 5. Bill sat down at the kitchen table with the pad. He wrote for 90 minutes, and then he made coffee. He did that every single morning for the next 2 years. Some mornings the writing was good. Some mornings the writing was terrible. Some mornings he didn't want to do it. He did it anyway. 90 minutes on the pad, then everything else. 2 years and change. After Marv sat him down, Bill Roland finished the first draft of his novel. Then he did a second draft, then a third. A friend of his knew somebody who knew an agent. The book got picked up. It came out about a year and a half after that. Bill told me later, he said, "The getting up early didn't do a thing for me for 6 months. I was just tired earlier in the day and had nothing to show for it. The getting up early plus writing did everything. The waking up was easy. Figuring out what the waking up was for. That was the piece I'd been missing." Now I want you to hear what Bill said, because it's important. The getting up early was not the answer. The getting up early plus the one thing that mattered, that was the answer. If you're going to bother getting up at 5 in the morning, and this is the part almost everybody messes up, you better know what those hours are for. One thing. One specific thing that, if you did it every morning for 2 years, would change your whole life. Writing a book, building the business, learning the trade, getting into shape, whatever it is for you. One thing, not 5 things. Not a general self-improvement thing. One specific thing that has a name and a shape and a finish line. You aim the early hours at that one thing every morning, and you don't stop. That's the whole game. Now here's another thing I want you to notice about this. Nobody knows you're doing it. Your competition, the folks you're going to outrun with these hours, they cannot see you. They're asleep. They have no idea what you're doing at 5:30 in the morning. They can't factor it into their picture of what you're up to. As far as they're concerned, you're a regular guy showing up to a regular job at 9, same as them. And meanwhile, over the years, you're pulling ahead slowly, then more than slowly, then a lot by the time it starts showing. The book comes out, the business gets big, the promotion you've been building toward comes through. The folks around you cannot figure out how you did it. They saw you at work every day. They know your salary, they know your hours. They don't know about the early morning hours, they can't. They were sleeping. So they start to wonder if you got lucky, or if you knew somebody, or if you had some money from your family they didn't know about, or if you're just naturally talented in some way they never noticed. They will come up with any explanation except the real one. The real one is that you were up. You were up before them for 20 years, aimed at one thing, and now you have what that one thing produces. It's not a mystery, it's not luck. It's just that you added 5,000 hours of work to your life that they didn't add to theirs. And 5,000 hours will build almost anything. I want you to hear something. This is one of the quiet advantages in adult life. It's sitting there for anybody who wants it. It's not hidden. It's not exclusive. It's not for a special kind of person. It's just this. Get up earlier than they do and use the time. Almost nobody will. That's what makes it work. If everybody did it, the advantage would go away. Everybody won't. So you can have it. So let me tell you what tomorrow morning looks like. Tonight you go to bed at 9:30, not 11, not 10:30, 9:30. I know some of you don't want to. Do it anyway. This is night one of the rest of your life. You set the alarm for 5:30 in the morning. Some of you are going to say 5 is too much. Fine. Set it for 6, but not 7. 7 is not early enough. 7 is when everybody else is getting up. We are not trying to get up when everybody else is getting up. We are trying to get up an hour and a half before them. The alarm goes off. You get up. No negotiating, no hitting the snooze. The negotiation happened last night when you set the alarm. This morning, you just do what last night said. You sit down at whatever table you're going to use, with whatever you need for the one thing you decided the mornings are for, and you start. Not coffee first, not the paper first, not a walk first, the work first. Then all that other stuff if you want it once the work is done. 90 minutes. That's the daily deposit. 90 minutes on the one thing every morning for 2 years. Then look up and see what you've built. I promise you this, if you do what I just described. 9:30 bedtime, 5:30 alarm, 90 minutes on the one thing. Every single morning, you will not recognize yourself in 3 years. Your life will have moved, not by luck, by the 2 hours a day nobody else is putting in. Now, most of you are not going to do this. I've been at this long enough to know. Most of you are going to leave here tonight, go home, and go to bed at 11:30 like you always do. Get up at 7:30 like you always do. And in 10 years, you'll be right where you are now. That's fine. That's your choice. But some of you are going to hear this, and something's going to click. And you're going to set the alarm tonight. And you're going to go to bed at 9:30, even though it feels weird. And you're going to get up tomorrow at 5:30. And you're going to sit down and do the one thing. And in 3 years, you and I will meet somewhere. And you'll tell me, you were right. It worked. Not because I did anything special, because I just kept getting up. That's the whole message. So don't forget it. Get up earlier than the folks you're competing with. Aim those hours at one thing. Do it every day. And in a few years, you will have built something they cannot touch. Now go set the alarm.